borrowed from the Olmecs. And the Olmecs were people who originated in West Africa. They traveled over here thousands of years before Columbus got confused and lost. And they founded civilization. And emerged into the pyramids and so on and so forth that you see in Mexico. And you look at this guy's face right here, you can tell that's a brother, right? But also when you look at their face, they're in these extreme poses, right? But they don't have any stress on their face. They're in this trance-like state, you know. So we know that people in Central and South America, Mexico, you know, that those native people, they use a lot of different substances that put them in trance-like state. They use a lot of natural herbs and plants that they use to help them to achieve these altered states of consciousness. Here we see this statue from ancient Kemet showing the sun disk. This is from the temple of Abu Simbel. And this is the deity called Ra, with the sun disk on top of his head. Again, representing the crown chakra. Now, this is me somewhere in there. There was this guy back in the 60s from Russia called Curlian. And he invented this technique, which he named himself Curlian photography, where he can take a picture of the actual energy that emanates from your body. So that's like Brother Owens was talking about earlier, about the somebody coming to the room, you can feel the vibration change in the room. Well, this is a physical manifestation of the vibration. So when I walk, so when a person walks around, you feel their energy because their energy, that aura is emanating off of them. And so this weekend, you know, Brother Chandler, he's going to be teaching you how to feel that energy and how to manipulate and change it and balance it and cleanse it for yourself. These are real things. The hidden world, the unseen world, is more powerful than what we can see. What we can see is nothing compared to what's hidden. When you look up into outer space, you just see a few little dots and emptiness. There is no emptiness. Everything that we call space is called dark matter. It is filled with something which exists on a level which is almost imperceptible to our senses, to our ability to comprehend. It's like a dog can hear a dog whistle, but you can't. A cat can see in the dark, but you can't. Because they're operating on different vibrational frequencies than we are. So when we start to do our meditation, the aura begins to change. When we start to do our yoga and our internal practices, the aura begins to change because the aura is the reflection of your state of health, your state of consciousness. We talked about the two parts of the brain. Here's an image of where they have desecrated Tutankhamun's, body. But this is the top of his head. And they found this thing wrapped around his head called a diadem. And so this is showing using serpents. They always use serpents a lot to represent life force, to represent energy. So we see the two serpents represented in two hemispheres of the brain. So this was obviously a very important idea that the ancestors had. There's two parts of the brain, and those parts of the brain need to be in balance and harmony because of what they represent. Here we see some young people returning back to the roots of what we used to do thousands of years ago as a practice to keep ourselves together. Okay? Doing yoga, doing lotus position, positive immortality, pyramid forward baby pose. Now this is a picture I took at the Aswan Museum of a young prince, a statue of Prince, a Nubian prince. You might know who this guy is right here? Display for y'all, right? And he reminds me, they look similar. And Eddie George practices yoga. You know, that's why he was able to play when the team got to Nashville, because he started doing yoga. Here, maybe. Now, this is a big museum. This guy, he's all right. He's you know, he's smashed. Eddie George is yoga. That's why he played when the team. That's like Nashville. That's like because that's like he said that's like maybe that's like. Now, this is a big